morning, everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. Today, we are here with Robin, talking happy, healthy habits with Robin, Shimizu, and friends. Robin's going to give us about 3 tips surrounding something that I think you're going to want to know about. So you better get a pencil and paper. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Carolina from California Cover Up. So I want to give a shout out to my partner, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. And we are ready to get started with those happy, healthy habits brought to you by Robin Shimizu. Hi, Robin.
Good morning, Carolina.
Good morning.
So this week, I have heard so many of my friends are coming down with a cold or a flu or a bug of some kind. Maybe not COVID, but they're catching something. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to go over some tips, 14 natural treatment tips for colds and flu. And I'm going to go through them really quickly because it just makes sense, but just good reminders.
Well, maybe we can do maybe 3 good ones.
Okay.
And then we'll do a special for Thanksgiving.
So I like the first tip.
Mm-hmm.
The first tip was to know when not to treat your symptoms.
Oh,
interesting. This is from WebMD.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty long article, but it says, believe it or not, those annoying symptoms that you're feeling are part of the natural healing process, evidence that your immune system is battling this illness. For instance, your fever is your body's way of trying to kill viruses. So they say you might be better off tolerating a moderate fever than to get rid of it, and then it'll take you longer to heal.
Really?
Coughing is another productive symptom. It says clears your breathing passages and thick mucus and carry germs into your lungs. So even that stuffy nose is best treated mildly or not at all.
Oh.
However, they do say blow your nose often, and especially in the very beginning and in the right way.
Get the mucus out.
Mm-hmm. So that was the second tip, which is when you start feeling sick, go ahead and blow that nose to get all that stuff out.
Oh, okay.
And then the last tip I'll give on this whole thing is to treat your stuffy nose with warm salt water.
Well, how do you do that?
So salt water rinsing helps break up the nasal congestion while also removing virus particles. So you mix 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda in an 8-ounce distilled or sterilized boiled water. Mm-hmm. And then you use a bulb syringe to irrigate your nostrils.
Oh.
You squirt it up in there. Hold one nostril closed by applying a light finger pressure while squirting the other mixture into the other nose, and then let it drain out.
Oh, we do that to the baby every morning, but we have a battery operated thing that suctions out the sterilized water to get the mucus out of his system. Yeah.
Well, there's a whole thing about, you can clean your nostrils every day if you want to, and people do that. Yeah. And we should have somebody come on and talk to us about that, because it's a very healthy thing to do. It's called I bet you Maureen knows. So let's bring Maureen on and ask her.
Sounds like a plan. Okay. Good morning.
I want to introduce Maureen.
Okay.
Maureen. I'm going to just take a little moment and talk about your mission, Maureen, because I love it. And then you can go on with your presentation. So our guest today is Maureen Stevenson, and she's our health coach in every sense of the imagination, fashion and health and physical activity and nutrition and you name it. So Maureen's mission, I just love it. She says, My mission is empowering women in middle age who are navigating life's changes and shifting their self-narratives, guiding them to embrace their bodies and rewrite their stories, thrive with resilience, confidence, and vibrant authenticity. Isn't that nice?
That's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Maureen.
Good morning, ladies. Good morning, audience. How are you this morning?
Good to
All
see
is
you.
well.
All is well. All is well.
Mhm.
Thank you guys for having me. So, my topic today is the nation is divided, your family don't have to be. And we're going to talk about 10 tips of navigating the holiday. Yeah, it can be a very stressful situation, but we want to remember that the holiday is called Thanksgiving and not Fight Giving. And also that Christmas, the meaning of Christmas, it's a time to get together and not to, waste our time fighting conflicts.
Mm.
So I wanted to talk about that today just to be practical, because sometimes we forget the practicality and then we go to the extreme, and sometimes it's just the little things. So
Mm.
my first tip is don't go.
Don't go. What's that mean?
Right. If you have to go to your family to fight with them,
Oh,
take some self-care time and don't go.
skip
You're
it. Just
Right, if it's going to be harmful to your well-being and harmful to your psyche and just harmful, your family, that one that just have to go there, and then they get on your last nerves, and yourself mentally, it's on your tongue, and you'd be like, I can't hold it around Joy or whatever that person is. Don't go. Prioritize self-care and just don't go. Just
wow.
be
You know
honest
what?
with yourself.
That is excellent, Maureen. I haven't heard anybody say that. I'm giving you permission to just skip the whole thing. Go ahead.
Don't go. Like, if you're gonna go to be sick and to be harmful, you're not gonna enjoy the family anyway. So why punish yourself to go into something that it's gonna be harmful to your health? Would you just walk in front of a car? I mean, if you're healthy, I mean, psychologically, so if something is wrong with you, fine. But like, you're gonna be in your whole sound mind and just see a car come in and go. It's like that. Don't go.
I
Simple.
Mm-hmm.
love
And you
that.
don't have to explain anything. Just remember that this is your time, this is your quality of life, and that's a self-care decision. I'm
You
taking
know,
care of myself because I cannot control who I'm around, but I can
Mm-hmm.
control me. So don't go.
Good job.
and
That's my first.
you can use that phrase. I'm prioritizing my self-care, so I'm not coming.
Yeah, pretty much. Then you don't have to explain it,
Exactly.
because you can't control what the other person is going to say at the table, but literally I can control me.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Mm-hmm.
when my mom passed, my brother cursed at me, and and they haven't been back since, because I'm not paying my airfare $2,000 to get somebody to curse at me. I ain't get it's my money. I work hard for it, and I
Makes
do
sense.
not want to be in that environment where. So I prioritize self-care. I'm like, I
Wow.
don't think I'm gonna make it.
Gotcha.
So don't go. That's number one. Silence can be golden
Mm.
if you have to go. And that if you have to go, you don't have to participate in the conversation, right? You can,
Mm.
quiet is golden. You don't have to say anything. Remember that you're in control.
So it's time to find your earplugs and
Whatever it
zone
needs to
out.
be. Just to avoid unnecessarily conflict. Don't engage in my number 3 tip is don't engage in arguments.
Yes.
Arguments require two-person to battle back and forth.
Mm.
You didn't go
Mm-hmm.
there to be in a war. You go there for connection. You go there to enjoy your family. So don't create a war zone. You don't have to defend your views either. It's yours. Why defend it? You're a grown ass person who's gonna be with your own decision. So you don't have to defend it. Just be quiet. Just if you gotta go, because some of us has to go. You know, whatever reason, if you have to go. First I said don't go, but if you have to, just remember that quiet is golden. Number 4, valid your relationship over being right. It's okay to be wrong. You know, it's okay. You don't have to prove a point. Again, it's your decision and it's your perception and whatever that is. So, you know, prioritize. I don't have to be right. I can be okay with you just be right for today, because I don't have to, it's not every day I'm going to encounter you, but today I'm going to show you love, because you know I don't have to go into it with you. So focus on love and connection. That's probably why you're here. Right? Why you fly half the way over town or drive or whatever means of transportation you use to get there. Right? Just think about that. Don't create a war zone. And my number 5 tip, if you're a host, set boundaries. You can tell the people who are coming to the Thanksgiving, you know them, that, okay, John or Brown or whatever family member, I know you got to go there, but I don't want to establish politics and religion. That's 2 things nobody ever going to win, because you're going to be right in your way. I'm going to be right in my way. Right?
Correct.
So I think the 2 things that is topic that is contentious is like politics and religion. We're not here for that. We're here for connection. We're here for family. We're here for joy. So if you're a host, you can tell the people at the table, if you start this conversation, you got to leave, because my aim is to have peace and connection in my house. And this is why I'm hosting the event. Okay. Right? So as a host, remember, you can set the boundary. You're in control of that what happens at your table. Right?
Yes.
Number 6 is get to know when to walk away. You got 2 feet, you can leave.
And you can always take an Uber. We have no excuse. I can't hear with somebody else.
You can take Lyft. You can phone a friend. Remember, you got to do. Know when to walk away. When it get disrespectful, go to your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. You can inhale calm. Your breath is right at your nose and right here for a reason. Use it. You know, it can calm you down in the most stressful situation. You see where it is, your nose and your mouth. Pull the belly up with here till it's like a balloon, and then let it slowly out like when you pinch a balloon. Shh. It gives your brain time to calm down. Walk away. You can walk away from disrespect. Just basically, if the argument gets disrespectful, just walk away. 7, prepare neutral topics. Now we get together to talk about grandma legacy, talk about family members, share various topics, you know, get out the whole album and look through them and look where our family had evolved. You know what I mean? Like I put my thing out and like, let's go through these pictures. Where we coming from? Where we going as a family? How do grandma favorite recipe? A great good feel movie, right? So neutral topic, share joy, and joy can always bridge divide. It can always bridge divide. Like, you know, maybe grandma passed, maybe somebody passed. You can talk about, hey, those memories, what they leave for you, those legacy. What do you like about them? What did you love about them? So it's a time to come together to, you know, create those traditions. Remember, it's Thanksgiving. It's Christmas. Think about that. And my number 8 thing is bring a buddy system. Partner with supported family. You know, that family that is supportive to help navigate the moment and to come in with a, you know, when they see things get too heated, they can come in with an interjection, that middle person, you know, to calm it down and then to redirect the conversation, and then you can squeeze out. You can get up and move yourself from the situation. Nobody ties you down, hopefully, in this time. You got a free will. Use it. Right? So, yeah. And number 5 is practice self-care before and after.
Okay.
Yeah. So before you go, ground yourself with whatever resonates with you. Make sure you get good rest. Make sure you have an exercise practice. If you are a person who meditate, if you're a person who pray for strength, pray for guidance, pray for all these things. Whatever you do, whatever it is for you, because mine is totally different from yours. But remember when you take care of yourself, you're more in control than you're tired and just wimpy and just go there because, oh, it's my family and I have to drag there. You know, pray, do whatever it is for you to ground yourself, to decompose and process lingering emotions. You know, sometimes the emotion is from a long time. And we're going to go to Thanksgiving to fight it out. Practice self-care before you go and after. And if you go and it was stressful, come back home and decompose. Get a great bath, whatever you're doing. Lord, I just spend that time with my family. Let me exhale it out. Don't let it stay into the body and become disease and become bitter. And then your body just fall apart and you're like, you know.
Yes.
Self-care. Practice self-care to process all those emotions before and after. Not just before, but after. Because, you know, sometimes when you go and you're the big person and you hold your breath and I said, shut it up. And you put a padlock on it and you'd be like, oh, Lord, I have to keep that in. It was so hard for me not to say anything. Process that out when you go home. Right? Find the space to process that. And my number 10 tip is remember the meaning of the holiday. Thanksgiving is not for grief giving. It's thanks. We're giving thanks. Christmas is about love, generosity, and togetherness. Well, that's for me. Keep these meaning at the forefront and focus on gratitude. What are you grateful for? And thankful, and then encourage others to do the same at the table. What are you thankful for? I just went to a Thanksgiving and the lady put some cards on the table, and every time you pull a card with a number, like if you pull 4 and she had the number turned face down and you pick it up and it says, what are you thankful for? And it was like, thank you for a thing. Like, yeah, I was like, I thank God for my crock pot because it helped me to cook food. And then it's thankful for a person. And then it's thankful for a place. And it's thankful for a person, a spouse. And she had about 7 of them. And she was like, you can come up with these games and then you can play them. You can turn them over. And because sometimes it's a thing. Sometimes it's a moment. Sometimes it's a feeling. What gives you the greatest joy? And talk about those things at the table this year. It's been very stressful out here. I don't know about you, but for me, it's very, very stressful. And so when I go around my family, I want to not be stressful. I want to create that moment of joy that is so hard to get into this busy world. Because the world is busy and we're all busy people trying to navigate it. But when we create that memory so that, they can have it. And you're in control. Remember that. You can zip it up. You can padlock it up for the day or whatever. Like, I am just going to be here for a little bit. Or if you drive there, remember the money you spend, how hard you work for it. Maybe you endure a mean boss all week or all the years to just go to job, and then just to disrespect it like that and disrespect yourself. I think it's a great honor when you can take control of how you navigate the holidays. So there's my tips.
Oh, wow. Do you want to start, Robin? Because I am excited about this.
I am too. I think it was perfect reminders for us to think about this ahead of time, because this is a particularly difficult Thanksgiving for, I think, the nation.
It is. I mean, it is.
It's an unusual time for us. And to think about it ahead of time is really smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I do to help, because I'm usually the host, I give assignments. So I say, Kyle, can you handle all the bar stuff for us today? So you make sure everybody has their drinks, and that's your job for the day. And so I give out assignments to the younger ones. And keep them busy, and that helps me. So that's another tip that you might do is engage your guests to helping the event, whatever you're doing. Because we have a small party, but it's still nerve-wracking,
Yes.
So I give assignments. And the game thing, when you said share the joy, prepare that, the game that she had with the cards.
Mm-hmm.
I have games available. So after dinner, we can play games and do things. And, it's get your mind off of just talking, It
does. You can do Pictionary or charades or, Jenga.
Before you know it, the day will be over.
Exactly.
And, my final thought is that, the nation might be divided, but your family don't have to take the brunt of it. Mm-hmm. The holidays are a chance to focus on what unites us than what separates us. And let us approach the season with intentions, grace and gratitude. Nice. Turning Thanksgiving back into Thanksgiving and honoring the true spirit of Christmas.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that is a blessing, turning it back to what it's supposed to be about. Mm-hmm. And I like the fact that, people don't realize that they do have an option not to go. And you don't even really need a reason. You just opt not to go. I'm not available, because often we should do this as we navigate life. It will make life easier when we realize we're not available for every assignment. I'm sorry, I'm not available that date. Mm-hmm. I've already, made a commitment to me to get myself in the tub with a glass of wine and my favorite music and relax.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is I want to do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's also about, like, as I grow older, I'm disrespecting myself. Because I'm putting myself in a space where I don't want to be. And that's where the grumpiness comes from. And that's where the fighting comes from. Because that inner conflict is within you that, you don't want to be there in the first place. Mm-hmm. And so my whole goal as I grow older, it's literally about nourishing relationships. Mm-hmm. Getting healthy, and health is not all about the greatest, latest technology eating. It's also about, does the relationship that you have feed you? Does the one that you put in yourself make you eat more or don't make you eat less? Because some people like, okay, my appetite is done now, I won't eat. And then some people will be like, okay, this opened my appetites, and I start eating and I start craving all the sugar. Because now you're not, those stress hormones start acting up and you have to feed them. And then you end up with a lot of sugar And then before you know it,
Mm-hmm.
the holiday's over and you started to pick your fight with not your family members, but with your body now, right? Because you overindulge or you underindulge. So
Wow.
kind of just to stop this cycle and just to figure it out, like, I don't have to go. If I know me and I know, Lord, example, Terry's going to be there. And boy, I can't stand Terry. Because when Terry get the little drinks at the bar, she's going to speak her mind anyway. It just rolls off the tongue. And then me, I want to be like, and I'd be like, why go? So it's how I looked at it. It's about disrespecting yourself anyway, to be in a space that doesn't nourishes you, and a relationship that is supposed to connect us, but then it brings you grief. So
Yes.
hopefully that helps. Hopefully, I want to be practical because I really know that for me, my clients have been having some very difficult times, in this election year, and just navigated and sitting with it. And I know this family is going to come together and everybody's going to have an opinion. And everybody's going to have their own stand.
It's sort of like when your team doesn't lose, when your team loses the Super Bowl and you're all in the room together,
Yeah.
Some people are very passionate about that.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
And so, where the passion flow over. I went to an Eagle Games with my friends the other day for the first time at a football party. And those Eagles were very passionate when their team win, and then when they were losing. And then they'd be like, fly, Eagle, fly. And they'd be like, the one girl had the eagle and she'd be going. And so emotions and passions are just this creative way of expressing ourselves. So if we're in there and we know that we can't manage it and it gets overwhelmed, walk away.
Wow.
Or nudge someone, and that special family member, nudge them and ask them, do they have a room? Can I go lay down in an empty room? Or can I go catch my breath in here for a little bit and then come back?
Wow.
A whole lot of self-care tools that we can navigate through this holiday to help us to endure and to help us to create joy. And that person be like, okay, she walked away. You don't have to open your mouth. You can zip it up. Remember the zip. It keeps us together. But if it's broken, it let us fall apart. Like, oh my God, I'm seeing something that I'm not supposed to see, Miss Maureen. Pull up the zip. Right? So zip it up so that you can stay together instead of falling apart.
I love this presentation, Maureen, and thank you so much. My biggest takeaway, and I think I'm going to use this as a theme for next year. I loved your phrase, prioritize self-care. And that kind of says it all, doesn't it? If you think about how is this going to be for me, whatever it is, and you put yourself first, because we're not used to doing that, it's going to help people make good decisions for themselves. If you prioritize your self-care. I love that, Maureen. It's so simple.
Yeah. And also, if you are the host, if you are definitely the host, if your party go haywire, they're going to talk about you for years to come. You're going to be the topic. So you want to make sure that your party goes with respect, because you know what I mean? Because if your party go haywire, they'll be like, oh, right, you know what I mean? You know how it is. So you are the host. You want to set those boundaries. You want to set those rules. When I was in boarding school and I was the head of the dorm, that's the two things I put up on the dorm board every morning. We don't discuss religion and we don't discuss politics. Nobody's going to win. So let's not go down that road. So my other 26 ladies know that this is not a topic. If you want to talk about it, find a friend, phone a friend, and go sit somewhere and discuss that amongst who agree with you and whose policies you're among. You know what I mean? Find
Yes.
kindle-hearted person or people on the same team like you, and go discuss it. Don't go find nourishing conversation that way. But don't let all of us suffer. So whatever way, you're the host, so they're gonna talk about how your party went. So if it goes haywire, think about that also too.
That's a different holiday memory you created, right?
Exactly. And it's gonna be talked about for years to come, not just that day.
So guard your peace, people, and guard everybody else's peace, because it will become a thing of legends.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, Maureen, we wanted
Thank you so very much for the privilege of your time, ladies, and hopefully this helped your audience. I didn't want to go into too many
well, if you could do this, if you could put the link
that we can use and tools that I hopefully can help navigate this stressful time that we're in.
Well, I just want to say, if you're looking to connect with Maureen, you can find her over on her Facebook page, Maureen Stevenson. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. Beautiful.
And just find a little bit about her. She says, all women have the right to feel fabulous in their skin and clothing. And clothing is a perfect way to express ourselves and enhance our natural beauty by exploring various colors, styles that flatter our unique physique. We can develop a signature look that radiates confidence and self-assuredness. Feel free to ask for guidance if you need help making the most of your wardrobe. Remember that you're a remarkable and stunning individual and deserve to be free and confident, sexy and stylish. Thank you, Maureen. We just really appreciate you and all that you do to help us build our self-confidence. So if you're looking to connect with Maureen, you can connect with her at Maureen Stevenson over on Facebook. And also she has a nonprofit, Crawl, Walk, Run, that you may want to support during the holidays. So we hope that you'll also visit that site. Maureen, is there anything else you wanted to share with us?
I have a walk coming up on the 30th in Sacramento. I posted up my Facebook, and just to get out and talk about health in the new year and what health means to you versus what it means to me. And so again, to prepare for the 2025 and how to take care of ourselves. So we're going to walk and talk and have a great time thinking about that and cultivating that coming up. So it's on the 30th of December, and it's a free walk. And I'm hopefully going to have it at a stadium. If you signed up, the sign up is at Crawl, Walk, Run Fitness. And you can find me there or find it on Facebook where I have flyers, and I'll be inviting some of you to put on some bright clothes in the winter to get us up, get the mood up, and come walk with us.
And Maureen, you're scheduled for the show on the 26th of December. So you can remind people on the 26th also to join your group.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so let me make sure I have the right page here. Let's see. Is this where they would...
My Facebook page is Becoming the Fabulous Woman. Yeah, and that's Walk or Run Fitness Foundation right there.
Where they can sign up.
You can find me there when signed up there.
Okay, I'm going to
after you signed up, I'll send the link, because I want people who want to be there to be there. So I'm not putting the link. I'm not putting the location. Okay. So you have to sign up for me to invite you there, and because it's an intentional thing too. I just believe in intention that we set them, and so ladies, gentlemen, just come and walk with us.
That's why
for me and my ladies anyway.
Thank you. So we put that link in the chat, so those watching live and on the replay can find where to sign up for the Walk, Crawl, Run activity. Thank you so much. It's Crawl, Walk, Run Terry.
Yeah, it's this process. You first learn to crawl, then you learn to walk, then you learn to run. It's like the process of baby when we, you know,
Go through our
it's simple. It's not
stages.
that complicated from one strength to the next, strength to strength.
Thank you so much, Maureen, for all you
Thank you
do.
so much for the privilege of your time, ladies, and thank you, audience, for um listening to me, and thank you for the privilege of your time. I wish you joy in your holiday season.
I'm
Joy
sure this
is
is going to
my
help us
latest
all.
buzzwords that I grow over the 10 years to find. And it's simple. It's JOY. It's 3 letters.
Mhm.
Cultivate that this holiday season, and have a great one with your family. Bye.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you, Maureen.
Okay. All righty, righty. I just wanted to say, that was really, really helpful.
It was. I mean, it just a good. All of these coaches have such great information, and yeah, her first one is
Easy
just
to
so
apply,
cool.
is it not?
Yeah, yeah, love it, love it.
So next week is the holiday week. So we probably will be continuing our conversation about the 10 tips for colds and flu. And
Okay.
then we're going to let you go. We're not going to hold you long on the holiday because we know you may or may not have time. So, with that, we want to remind everybody it's okay to make money in your business. So, go to the front of your own line, and we are here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run. So, if you're looking to become a part of the BizChicks community, simply text biz to 33777, or you can find us over at bizchicks.net. We'd love to share with people what it is you do, how you serve. With that, have a great holiday, and we wish you well. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye, Terry. Thank you.
Thank you.